Hello, and thank you so much for tuning into this video. Today we are exploring the fifth limb of yoga, which is called Pratyahara, or the withdrawal of the senses, through the practice of Yoni Mudra. It is kind of considered like both a pranayama and a meditative practice. That can be done very simply anytime, anywhere, to really help you start to tune in and turn your attention inward. So please note that this practice can be very intense. It can bring up a lot of sensation and emotion as well, because if you think about it, when you turn off the outer senses and you turn off the world outside of you, you really have no escape from what's going on inside, and you really have to face it and feel it. So really turning off vision, sound, and obviously breath. You have to breathe through your nose in this practice, but kind of tuning in as much as we can and eliminating as much as we can of the outside senses can be a very profound experience. So if this feels like something that feels safe for you right now, then I invite you to join me in this practice by starting off to find a comfortable seat. And Yoni, referring in this situation to the womb space. So Yoni Mudra, right, puts us into this sort of fetus-like or womb-like state of being just really internal, right, and everything else in the world around us dropping away. So check out more information about Pratyahara in my blog post on the 8 limbs of yoga. And for now, we'll start with this one very simple practice. So you'll again find a comfortable seat if you haven't found that already, feet planted on the earth, or sit bones planted, rooted down, rising up through the crown of your head. Start by finding that nice, relaxed, but long and open, awake seat. And from here, just take a peek at this video to start, and then afterwards you can just continue on your own. So you're going to take your thumbs and put them in your ear holes, and don't close them just yet, since obviously I'm giving you the instructions. But once we get started, you can plug your ear holes to block out any outside sound. And then there are different ways to place your hands, to place your fingers. But what I like to do, so obviously depending on the length of your fingers and everything, find a place, a position that's comfortable for you. So really the traditional way to do it is to put your first finger on, or your pointer finger on your eyebrows or just above your eyebrows, middle finger on your eyelids, and then your ring finger either on the bridge of the nose or just under the nostrils, and the pinky finger on the edges of the lips. Some people instead take the last 2 fingers around the lips and the first finger on the eyelids and the second finger on the bridge of the nose. So again, finding a comfortable space for you. So we're not completely plugging the nose here. You can still breathe. You still want to be able to breathe, but it's just sort of this symbolism, right, of closing off the senses and coming inward. So once you have your hands placed properly and comfortably, lift your elbows up, lift your heart, lift your sternum, create a little more space. And then I like to actually place the first 2 fingers on the eyelids personally. But once you find that, you will begin to breathe, closing off your senses, closing your ear holes, closing your eyes, and you'll take about 20 breaths. So I actually did this in my yoga practice, in my yoga teacher training, for 15 minutes. And you can imagine what came up in that space and time. If this becomes difficult to hold your elbows up, you can wave them up and down, just raising and lowering, and that can really help. But try to keep them relaxed, your shoulders relaxed, your elbows lifted as you move into that space. And again, you can do this for as long as you want. You can set a timer for 5 minutes, 15 minutes. That's going to be a really advanced practice. Or you can simply go for 20 rounds of breath, breathing in slowly for about 5 counts, breathing out slowly for about 5 counts, and just breathing deeply into your belly. as you close off the senses and really come into your internal world. Another thing that I like to add on to this practice is called Brahmani breath, or buzzing breath. So as you do everything else that I just explained, you can go ahead and add on a little humming sound to the back of your throat. So it sounds like this. So that can help you stimulate your vagus nerve and just provide a little bit more maybe comfort or relaxation throughout the practice. It can also help you tune in a little bit more and block out any outer sounds. So try this out. Let me know how it goes for you. And yeah, it should be a pretty interesting experience. So I hope that it brings you something of value. And let me know if you have any questions or any feedback. Have a wonderful day.